Good morning, beloved, and welcome to this week's Time Out. We have been coming to you each week and speaking to you how Jesus, in a good sense, was the greatest robber of all time. Matthew 12:29 says this, "How can anyone enter a strong man's house and carry off his possessions unless he first ties up the strong man? Then he can rob his house." This is what Jesus has done with Satan. He has entered his house, he has bound him and carried off his treasures and his weapons. One of the greatest weapons that Satan uses against people is the weapon of shame. Some years ago, I was praying with a woman at the altar, and God revealed to me that she was ashamed of who she was because of her nationality. She always felt that there was something wrong with her because of it and wanted, if possible, to hide who she was. God healed her that day. I told her, because God instructed me to tell her that He created her to be who she was and she had nothing to be ashamed of. Shame is a very powerful tool, a crippling tool. It can cripple the heart, it can cripple the mind. There are those who feel shame because something they have done, but that really has to do more with guilt than it does shame. True shame has to do with who you are as a person. It makes you feel inferior, substandard. That's why the Romans crucified people. It was a way of shaming them and making them feel substandard, feel total and complete embarrassment. Hebrews 12:2 says this, "Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God." Jesus endured the cross. He went to the cross willingly, shamed, so that you and I no longer have to feel shame. There's no longer for you to feel shame because of something you have done. You are now a child of God. There is no longer any reason for you to feel substandard because of who you are. You are now an heir of the kingdom of God, a joint heir with Jesus Christ. Romans 9:33 says this, "See, I lay in Zion a stone that causes men to stumble and a rock that makes them fall. And the one who trusts in him will never be put to shame." You see, the glorious truth of that statement is no one who trusts in Jesus will ever be put to shame. So look up, beloved. You shall never be considered substandard by God. Jesus has stripped Satan of his weapon of shame, and in its place, He has given you nobility. God bless you, and have a great week ahead.